For years, certain members of Congress, I'm looking at you, have been making money insider trading. Here's a great example, and it's right out in the open. That regional bank, remember, First Republic, you know, the one that just went belly up? Just days before First Republic imploded, Florida Democrat Lois Frankel dumped her shares in the company. Frankel unloaded the stock at $34 a share. 4 days later, the stock was trading at $12 a piece. But Frankel wasn't finished. First Republic just got bought up by J.P. Morgan. And guess who bought shares at J.P. Morgan right before the bank scooped up First Republic? That's right. Florida Democrat Lois Frankel. Shares are up nearly $15 since then. So Frankel's on both sides of the trade right before the news breaks both times. It's almost like she knows something no one else does. Well, that's exactly it. But she won't admit it. Her team released this statement from the Congresswoman, quote, "My account is managed independently by a money manager who buys and sells stocks at his discretion." Okay, sure. It looks like this Democrat has inside information that you don't. And instead of helping us make money, she's helping herself. And then you have fellow Florida Congresswoman and former DNC chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz. 2022 was a tough year for the market. S&P down nearly 20%. But while everybody else was losing cash, somehow Debbie came out on top. Debbie outperformed the S&P by over 50%. Little Debbie, diamond hands. But nobody compete with the Wolf of Washington herself, Nancy Pelosi. Nancy's been in Congress 3 decades, and she's worth now $300 million. But her salary is only about $200,000. Nancy just rolls over and, before she goes to bed, just whispers in Paulie P's ear. Paul takes care of the rest. Is Nancy okay with this? Well, let's ask her.
Should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one. We are a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
Okay. Well, Primetime's been on this beat since the show launched. Our friends over at Unusual Whales, they've done a great job tracking the trades. And now the Republicans took the House. Someone's finally stepping up and doing something about it. But it's not just Republicans. Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz has joined forces with Democrat Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Gaetz and AOC are co-sponsoring a bill that would ban members of Congress and their spouses from owning and trading individual stocks. It's called the Bipartisan Restoring Faith in Government Act. And Nancy's not happy about it. Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz joins me now. So, Congressman, tell me the significance of you joining with AOC to get something like this done.
AOC is wrong a lot. She'd probably say the same thing about me, but she's not corrupt. And I will work with anyone and everyone to ensure that Congress is not so compromised. We should disallow congressional stock trading for the same reason we don't allow the referee to bet on the game. And this is not a small amount of money. $788 million worth of securities traded by members of Congress last year. About 1 in every 4 members of Congress is doing this. And it's not exactly like I'm elected with a bunch of Gordon Geckos and Bobby Axelrods. Take Lois Frankel, who you just mentioned. Yeah. She's been a lawmaker since I was 5 years old. And I'm supposed to believe that all of a sudden she's making moves like she's Warren Buffett? This congressional stock trading has all of the fairness of like a Lia Thomas swimming competition, and I think we should put an end to it.
Yeah, they got to stop working on their portfolios while at work. So tell me what it's like when you're crafting legislation with AOC. Are you guys hashing out the details together in a back room filled with smoke, or how's that shake out?
Well, we did negotiate heavily over this, and my colleague Brian Fitzpatrick, Raja Krishnamurthy, also working with us on it. And we wanted to make sure that members of Congress couldn't just have a veneer to have a family member trading the stock for them. So perhaps it's the Pelosi provision of our legislation that does not allow spouses to do these trades on behalf of their family members and would require any blind trust to very quickly sell those stocks so the American people know we're working for them, not our own pocketbooks.
And I heard someone threw a drink on you?
I did have that happen, but, you know, it turns out I'm not for everyone, Jesse, but my wife Ginger and I, we're happy warriors. We keep going right along, and we're pretty undeterred.
Okay. Do we know, was it a cab? Was it a Chardonnay? Did we know what it was? Because I heard from sources that you opened your mouth when the girl threw the drink.
No, it was a white wine, so I would not have been very interested in that. I'm here for the bold reds.
All right. Thanks very much, Congressman. Tell AOC I said hello.
Will do.